Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mbanirizaako bassebo ne bannyabo ku extra digest mugoba nsonga. IBRAH Mukasa gemanya gange. It's a beautiful day. Tuli mu evening afternoon breeze. Mberanzi kakam tusinzidde Kampala Serena Hotel. Nchaziza omuyimbi ALLAN TONIX. Muyimbi ayimba nyimba nsenekerevu. Atenga muyimbi wa kabinyo. No beef, no wars, just musajja mukakamu. Kola bintu bye mu music. He's a handsome gentleman. Abachala bamwagala nnyo. But even us men, we appreciate. He's handsome, of course. ALLAN TONIX. Yo.
Wewe kunyaniriza obulungi muganda wange.
Oli otya? The last time we had an interview with you, abantu bali so surprised. The interview twagikola mu Uganda, ne flowing, no mbogo, no what.
Hey, we have to.
That was on Spark some time back.
True.
Oliotia.
Tuli bulungi. Tuli mpola pushing our album awo.
Good.
And of course, doing a couple of shows here and there. To attend the video mpya.
Yeah, man.
I think it was uploaded onto YouTube just Kusande. Yes.
So far,
I mean, so for now it's just a day or two old.
Yeah.
On
Chitambula bulungi.
Yeah, chitambula bulungi. So with kaimba abantu bakawa the reception nungi.
That is very good.
YouTube no laba, the comments, feedback. It's a very good. I think Swang's videos did a good job with the video.
That is which director? Marvin Msoke?
Yes, Marvin.
I salute you, brother.
Yeah, straight. I think abomanyi album katandika butandisi. Bagamba gakyali mabaga.
Kitegeeza ki kigamba?
Gakyali mabaga.
Kize muzungu. Yeah.
So little done, so much to do.
So abatulaba, we shall have this interview mu Luzungu, mu Luganda, ne mu Lunyankole.
No Swahili.
No Swahili, actually, yes. For those in the East African community, bafanzi ba TONIX abali Tanzania, abali Kenya, abali Dar es Salaam, abali Sudan. Tujja kuhavingayo nabali Congo, of course Swahili ekole Congo. Tujja kuhavinga no mulu Swahili. So album awo, eriko tracks meka?
Awo eriko 15 tracks.
15 tracks.
Yes.
How many videos so far?
14 tracks and a bonus actually. So far we've only released one video for the lead song. Awo. Of course, ngabo chimanyi nti pushing our album ebamuko ku njawulo ya ukamuko. So it takes a bit more effort, more time, more money, more strategizing, more onokuwanga opima obudde okolera mu kino na kiri. But I think ultimately omuntu omuyimbi enabaddeko akabanga nga ne brand yo jizimbidde ebbanga. It's necessary and good to give the people a body of work.
Okay, TONIX, zo videos ogenda ku releasing mpola, but your album, like the audio part of it, mwajita, it's out there.
Yes. In other words, muntayayo nti bogenda ku mikutu gya internet jonna. Music stores album number kweri. So you can listen all through, even though the videos might not be out yet, all of them, but at least the audio zokweziri for all the fans to enjoy.
Okay, ekintu kino mutagetinzeewa because the dynamics za music zikyuka buli olucha. Way back, that is Mr. Chisemakula, ba Afrigo Band, ba Lutaya, the likes of Chameleon. Music we bamuguzanga bakasiwukira. Nagula album, nakuba tapes, cassette tapes, natunda, namuwe milioni ze 10, 20, 15, 30, whatever. Then omuzanyo ne gukyukamu ne tufuna concerts. Ng'omuyimbi agamba ntunulidde concert.
True.
Get collection.
True.
Then olwaleero luno tuzeeyo mu vibe ya albums naye nga bya online. Do you think ekintu kino kinaakola?
Well, I think it's Katechichali one or the other. Kati maybe cheetah hybrid.
Yeah.
Tuna hybrid inti era tosola gamanti ojja kubeera ku online selling kokka. Ogambe nti gojja kuba wa concert zokka. Imposing because online is very necessary for you to expand and open up a fan abasinga kwa batali just
Uganda beyond where you are.
Thank you. So but also concerts are also necessary
of
for
course.
people to have that experience and with you your fans to be able to have that experience are also necessary and also because as a performing artist but with a performing artist and also like a performing artist ngato performing
yeah chibata chikola makulu.
So I think at the system hybrid. Yes, you have to think of the shows and the concerts, but also make online music distribution. Nayo inojiwa obude the importance. Yeah.
Okay, it's a funny question, but nsabo chitudem. Nyimba zino muzirunda senemeka online. You know, our money TONIX abantu out there. Culture yaffe tetunaba kupikinga bulungi kugula music tuli culture no. Oh TONIX, have my WhatsApp number and share me audio mumpereze oshegera mpereza video yoyo mpereza kalinki mpereza audio yo ku WhatsApp atenga TONIX yayagala ogende ku iTunes login pay listen to the music or download. Thank you so much. So kati muzitunda mtia tusegere busigizi kifana.
Well kati byao kana for example kati music wange ali ku website yange first of all allantonix.com.
That is www.allantonix.com.
www.allantonix.com. Allan with double L, TONIX with IKS. Ati album number ya mtwalo gumwe 13.
Wow. Eze Uganda. Mtwalo gumwe 13 eze Uganda.
Atenga awoso kujikula ne mobile money on my website. Ekyo twakikola nga tukigendere denti. Muntu abanga tasobodde kuba nezi credit card bichi
akozesa the simplest that is mobile money.
Yeah. So we figured maybe some people are hindered by the fact that the international platforms tezina kuba na variety ya payment methods very conducive for maybe abantu abali in third world countries. The majority anyway. However also I think the new generation is more flexible and more exposed to this kind of thing. So consumption behaviors nazo zigenda zichuka nti if you see even the promotional and marketing strategies zabe kati but and so to have more attention than they used to.
I know.
And so aggregators kati are so serious about coming to Africa for example to make sure they pitch to artists and what kubanga kati bategera there is a new market unlike those days ngate tubimanyi nabo tebatufa ko bagamba
babereyo.
But today we are the new, you know, there's a lot of springing up artists everywhere. So chibakolera nti nabo bafuna mujjukira.
Of course.
Tebafuna muchinji individually as an artist. Toina musasula ndidigwa sente to distribute for you. But if you count the number of artists there in the world, the little you give, we're accumulating up. It's something substantial. It counts. Yeah. So on my website, album is like Tarugumu Kumisatu. But hizo genanga ku iTunes, Spotify, hizo kusanga ngolimba lulinga kudole emu or 0.9. They never book like 0.9 something dollars.
That is approximately katugambe if it is $1, that is 13.8 or 13.9. Depending on the dollar rate.
True.
Yep.
Yeah. No sanga ate album eyinza okubanga eri nga $10.
Wow.
Ngeri $10. Ize mitwalo ngesatu mukasamu. Something like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
On average.
Okay. TONIX, ebei ya video nga bagigula online oba okugistreaminga online. Ye bei ya audio as well if you're streaming online or downloading and listening. Because ebintu bino biraba lwaki tubibabuuza mwe our fans out there waliwo ababimanyi waliwo n'atabimanyi. So we want to know zino gundi ebbiri zombi audio ne video, do they cost the same amount?
Actually kati kyebasinga okutunda audio
yasinga ke bei
yaliko price tag eri verifiable. Tojiraba ne bagamba buy. I don't know a site where you go to and they say buy video. Because
nange sikirabanga actually
ekiri funny nti ne bogenda ku YouTube omuntu acollectinga esente za audio ne ku YouTube acollectinga kubanga kuliko audio yo.
Yes.
Yes. I'm muting audio wange olikeko video yo.
Which is impossible.
Which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So in actually when it comes to YouTube, things like YouTube Awali video, there is no price tag. And now the earning is different.
Yep.
Nti wewe ina video yo, chili based on views and how do the views help you earn. Wewe laba nti bogula video yange bogenda ku YouTube no searching ALLAN TONIX, bogenda ku YouTube channel ye, no clicking a video. No clicking ojakola abakuleted the advert.
Of course.
The advert sin yagitadde yo.
You either skip it or let it play.
Kati ezo adverts abaziteeka yo baba basasudde YouTube. Basasudde
hold our platform.
Yes. So kati gwe alaba video tebajja kusaba sente mbugula video jagirabira bwerere. But if the song is nice and you watch it more, kitegeeza oyo akutaddeko akalango kajja kufunamu kubanga kiba kitegeeza abaviewer balaba kalango ke.
Yeah.
Kati oyo sente zasasula YouTube, YouTube kwegenda okuva esasule gwe omuyimbi.
That is how you benefit.
That's how you benefit. So the videos, they don't really sell them. In other words, some websites in Uganda which illegally use artist music, that's the model they use. There are many actually. So now bakona balangirako ku website zaabwe. Only that bo tebasasula bayimbi ate
bazitwala zonna ez'obulango n'eza music.
Thank you.
Okay, tuli ku extra digest mugoba nsonga. IBRAH Mukasa gemanya gange. Tuli ne ALLAN TONIX ndi fanwe ate mukwano gwange is my good friend courtesy of Julio, promoter Julio, yatukwanaganya here and there. TONIX muhostinzeko ku TV eri ku corner to the fans out there abali mu audience eyo every Friday. Era still twatula ne tulaba nti yes, this audience as well diaspora ne yaba online people twetaaga okuleta TONIX anyumyemuko n'abantu tutunulire several issues at the end of the day kiberenga kitambula bulungi nnyo. Of course waliwo audience ebeera eyo ng'emisinga abantu nga bano, so tuba baletera, you say hello to them, they say hello to you in a virtual way. Buli kimu ne kitambula bulungi nnyo. So TONIX wasemba dyokola concert tumaze okutunulira aspect y'okutunda music via online, then we have this aspect of bivulu concert. TONIX live in concert, Serena, Kampala, Sheraton, Ballroom, fans ne bajja ne bawagira ne munyumirwa. So wasemba dyokola concert, that kind of engagement with your fans.
I think the closest thing I lasted to a concert was probably Blankets and Wine 2019.
Okay.
Which was Blankets and Wine CMBA right before lockdown.
Yeah.
Entered. Which was featuring Jidena and a couple of other African acts, and it was massive. It was mad.
Yali yakabi eyo.
Yeah, it was major.
Yali yakabi.
So I think those are some of the platforms where, but for sure, Kati, this coming year, I want to do another
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah. So a lot of rumors are circulating, unconfirmed reports, uncertified information. Nti wasumbuwamu aba blankets and wines abo kola share wabasumbwa nti obukwakulizo bwali bungi watekawo amateeka mangi nnyo to the extent nti omuntu omu yafulumya statement n'agamba nti honestly America Jidena atwanguyiza but our very own TONIX agamba kino n'agamba kiri n'agamba kino kiki what happened lwaki wakalubiriza abasajja.
I think your information is wrong. That's misinformation. That's not accurate information. But I think as artists, sometimes this is aside from that, because that was a very beautiful show. First of all, I have a very good working relationship with Blankets and Wine.
Management.
I was among the artists who were the first maiden Blankets and Wine wano mu Uganda. So far abasooka yateze ennaku ezo we were even doing it for free or just
almost
because we had a relationship with the people that were running it, and it was fun. It was a thing that brought people, like-minded people together. So tegwalinga mulimu. It was vibes.
Kunyumirwa. You have passion for music.
Yes. The people that are organizing have a passion for music. One try to ogenda omanyi esibuka Nairobi. Batero ogenda Blanks wine Nairobi. Tuchikuba nga tunyumirwe yo naba I used to bring a lot of arts like from UK and stuff. Singa concept in Najawano. So because of that, I think it's very hard for me to be in a scenario where I'm saying that Ninamo was even in brackets. However, that aside, I would like to say that Olusi, Olozamu no Gamba, and we've been seeing, for example, the past couple of months, nti mu myezi ng'esatu Abanigeria bazenga 20 oba 3
ekyo nakita n'ensirika n'enkireka weekend ku weekend onafuluma onayingira oh my god nsi kyeno
ate nga waliwo ekintu ekiri fane nti nja kulinya ku stage era nga bwe twakikola ku the last blankets before lockdown,
the
one I did with Jindeno. Ninja kuyimba ku stage obudde buggweyo nga abantu bakyayagala ennyimba tezinaggwayo
nga banyumirwa
ate bayimba luyimba ku luyimba enkadde empya naye kati bakuleetera omuntu alina ennyimba after omuyimbi bamugyeeye oba Bulaaya oba wa all other African countries nga na hiti bbiri
asooka ayimbe ze mutamanyi nga muli anxious mulinda ziri ze mumanyi
then nalimba izawanyi naziddamu emirundi naye bakolaga nti gwe bayinja kuwa ng'obukadde 10 oliba muwenga emitwalo ng'esatu
ejja dola
kati ngamba where is the equivalence in value? Where is the equivalence in value?
But do these things add up really?
Because you cannot tell me omuntu ajja kujja anyimba ennyimba 2 aziddemu kubanga ze bamanyi
no tekijja kunyuma
omwe emitwalo 3 nze nzije kuba ennyimba 20
back to back nga zinyuma
nga bayimba
people sing along with you
anga newe ngamba nti ziddemu kijja kuba hard because the time won't allow.
I know
dino pobukadde 10
sino kindi nokugamba we shall see you after the show.
Some people will say abamu batizino yeah, so I think those are some of the things ebiba ku bwongo bw'abantu mu arts nti last time when we were talking about UMA things nti waliwo amawanga galina policy ezo nti bw'oleeta omuntu omugwira mu ggwanga omuyimbi okuyimba omuntu waloko tosobola musasula anything less than 40% of what you've paid the other one. Meaning oliwo sasula mutwalo.
Amateeka gali waliwo ensi mwe gali.
Yes, I did research. I forget the country, but the legislations are there. They have such protectionist policies
for their very own.
Yes. So that way, because you see these people who pay that money, baba bazina, they can.
Extra digest mugoba nsonga tulina ALLAN TONIX. Tukola ne Sun Cargo Shipping Company ku Arua Park basabaze mali from China to Kampala baina ne vans za cargo ezitambuza ebintu bino bekwate buli kimu kitambule bulungi ate nga banywanyi baffe aba Gandhi Hardware Store entinda ku Red Complex shop number A19 balese all things to do with the hardware okuzimba bekwate buli kimu kitambule bulungi obakubire ku namba z'essimu ezo. Eyo tuvuddeyo njagala tutunulire katusose kutunulira avenues how you people earn money tutunulide that is ebya online selling ne tutunulire ebivulu njagala tutunulire call back tunes zino okola mu sente gwe ng'omuntu nga ALLAN TONIX gwengo omuntu the brand ALLAN TONIX.
Actually, I believe it's called back tunes. Lwakola wali mu sente mpitiri nnyo
naye
temuli mu clarity omanye kintu kyotalina ko access.
Straight.
Yes, something that you have no access to back-end information, it's very hard to verify.
Yeah.
Nature with the government etwala percentage nene.
Compared kumwe ba creators.
Government kumbe etwala like 70%. I don't even know why it's like that. The government
Tomanyina yaleta mateeka ago.
Nze kyasukako. Okay, gwe balamu wechiti. For example, nti oba okoze obukadde 7 omwezi. Let's say nga bakwadde summary ya 3 months.
That is one artist.
Yes. And that money is there, it's made. Obukadde 7 gwe muyimbi bamala okujjako emisolo bya government, you'll end up with like 6 million.
Out of the 70 million shillings.
Thank you. So when I'm to be better, like not even 50% of your money.
Nengo wali ozifunyekeza kola tune zigwe.
Yes.
Ozifuna.
Nchobola bibalo byenkubalira mbirabyeko n'amaaso gange.
So
you're
speaking out of experience.
Yes. Era nasoka kuba meza nengamba osobola kungamba. Nti.
Ayi yakuba meza.
Naye ne bakutembera bichi non-negotiable things. I mean,
so
taxes are taxes.
How do they remit that money? Via your mobile money accounts, bank accounts, or cash?
I think now it's up to because as you know, artists, they don't deal directly with telecoms. They are aggregators in between. So it's up to whoever you're dealing with. I guess it's up to them and your understanding. Either way, I think they can put for your mobile money if you want. They can put on your account if you want. If you say, I want my money in a Chivera, they give it to you.
You walk away.
You walk away. Now, yeah.
Oh my God.
So there is quite a bit of things that could change for the better, because you cannot tell me that industry have a way one. I think like those figures should be like that.
Because anyway, TONIX, gwengo muyimbi, ALLAN TONIX, when do you earn your money directly minus babroka, minus third party, minus government, minus who?
I guess that's
ngozifuna gwe na manager wo oba management yo nga tebirimu blah 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 LPO blah 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 blah.
So that's like shows, endorsements.
How it is between you, the client, and your management.
Yes. Just that, of course, we have been told show London. Nemwogera nalaza olumala agamba naye kati sinza chimala.
Chokango mubulide byonna.
You know,
and
I've had a lot of shows break down like that because of people who go and pretend to have authority to make decisions they don't have. Or omuntu nalabanga maybe agezezaako okulaba engeri gy'asobola okunyigiriza omuntu ali kasente ke bw'abalanga takali
nagamba
nagamba ono guy tali available bamubukinze Turkey tajja kusobola kujjawa kujja US.
Yeah.
Naye nga waali.
Because negotiations failed.
True.
Because yabale talina waliirako.
Kubanga kayungirizi, because such things don't happen with the actual client. The actual client wants you to come. You know? Yeah,
but straight TONIX nkwa $15,000. Are you coming or you're not coming?
And that's why you see a lot of times sikola nnyo bivulu by'e Bulaaya.
Tubadde tulagamba nina nkubuuza nti I really see you London Royal Agent sikuwulira, Amsterdam sikuwulira, America sikuwulira. What's the matter?
Because solar, first of all, I don't know why, but I don't know. It's not okay. I think maybe abantu abo maybe bagende just kwanga bagala kutambula muko. Now, yeah, a lot of money those guys offer, they are very flimsy. So I don't know how guys do this stuff.
TONIX, what do you mean? Where were Uganda?
Yes.
Where exactly?
Actually, I'd rather go in African countries.
That is Kenya here, Tanzania, South Africa,
Mauritius, Zambia, Sudan,
Even Sudan. Then going to UK, US.
Or imposing a maybe, I don't know, because the truth, maybe sometimes just to, unless you just do it just to chill with your people. But if there is a date, like say, what's the date today?
For example, it is, let's say today is what? This is 3rd August.
3rd. If 3rd September, once someone wants to book a show in IBRAH, and the Ugandan here wants to book a show, chances are, unless you know, unless just you're going to end up doing the one year. Why? Because only guy job with Gama in that dollar and come bidi is a sentiment.
Something like a million munana. Nezguam, million munana nezguam.
Ninga tino wawa na jazikuwa.
Chisoboka by the way.
Yes, so I'm like, why should I go on jet lag? What? To get the very same thing I can get by just getting my car driving to Serena. You get my point? I don't know, then you get the banji by the back and no abantu. I people go there and they give them $1,000. I
know. And about kusasuri their ticket TONIX. About kugenda kusasuri your hotel. At times they do for them shopping.
Do for me shopping? So I go there shopping at your gamba.
No. They do it out of courtesy.
Yes.
It is not a must. It's contract.
I know.
TONIX.
It's different if you get there and maybe Chininga Katinga, how you say that there are some shows whereby you can pay an extra ticket, a special ticket, to get backstage access, especially those shows that have so many people. Yes, you'll watch the show, but you don't get to meet the artist. So there are those special tickets they pay for VVIP to go backstage, or an exclusive after event where you can actually sit around with the artist, talk to them, take some pictures, do something like that. And so those who can afford sometimes can say, I want to take you for shopping somewhere. That's away from the official fee the government negotiating with the wife. So anyway, the reason that Gabo government rachisipola shonyiza bula kwanga bagaba buswazi.
Bagaba buswazi.
So sida balwachi.
Walo yimbeko ebungereza?
I've done UK a while back.
Way back.
Yes.
How about USA?
I haven't done USA. I've done Dubai. I think I might be doing it soon again.
Dubai, eh?
Yes.
How about South Africa?
I've done South Africa way back. I think we did it was something with Channel O Awards.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. And most of the stuff I've done, even Nigeria, we had, I think, Sound City Music Awards and stuff. And of course, normally those are not things that are being driven by Ugandans. It's Africans.
I know.
You know. So, but also I feel maybe with the change of generation, everything changes with time. Even the consumption of music has changed. Yeah. And the convergence of sound. So the mindset diaspora, I believe it's going to change for the better and changing for the better. But I just wish they could put a bit more value to the arts. You know, put a bit more value to it. But you know, some of them you know. Yeah, you know, like you're not doing me a favor. Yep. That's the thing. We're doing some business, and we can, you know, we can have a symbiotic thing. And I think Chechin Techibulam also a bit in Nalindaba interview Davido a while back when you're saying that diaspora is a very big part in the development of their
Nigerian
industries.
music.
Yes. So rather than our situation where some people as if he's doing you a favor, they have a very different mindset. They want to elevate.
Abanga kuyamba, in other words.
They have that thing that I don't get, you know. That's why people, you know, go for peanuts, just maybe, I don't know, I don't get it, you know. But I believe that's mindset. To not choose some that will help the entire industry. I mean, you also want to be proud of your thing, you know. Okay. All the time.
TONIX. Wane Kampala, bw'oba toyina kivvulu kikyo ky'ogenda kuyimbako. Bw'oba tewaliwo concert nga Blanket and Wine n'ebirala oyimba wa walala?
I mean, of course, one of the most frequent activities is things like weddings, private functions. Private functions or commercial functions. Sorry, corporate functions. Apart from people a bit commercial, but you do corporate dinners, corporate events. You know, things like end of year parties. Festive seasons always have a lot of things happening. Kwanjula, kuhinjira, wedding, giveaway, you know, graduation. You know, who can play instruments and have. So I have my band. So in the packages is a full band. In the packages is a acoustic. You know, some people have me sometime to do like a small engagement thing with acoustic. You know, so long as you get the money, anything is possible. So we do all that. Atesos is even more frequent. So what about listen? Even as you sing the songs, I guess we know Chiro Ozako.
Besides music, Tonix, how do you survive?
What do you mean?
How do you earn if you're not earning from music?
No, I think every artist normally does a side hustle. You know, depending on what you choose to invest in. If you want, I don't know, real estate. If you want to, I don't know, put a couple of, I don't know, Ubers, or if you have that time maybe to sit down and okay, like whatever artists. Artists kutwala obudde
bungi nnyo. Yeah.
So it's very hard for you kuba n'ekintu ekirala ky'okola ekikwetaagisa okubaawo all the time. You know? Ate nga bw'obimanyi delegation nayo oluusi odelegatinga ne bakukuba ssente ku mutwe.
Tebeera nnyangu. Tebeera nnyangu. Baali bakufezeeko.
Banfedako lumu, but not mu ngeri eyo. Banfedako mu... Someone asked for help and I helped. But I turned out to be a con man. But I didn't feel bad because I was doing something out of good heart.
Bakufera sente.
Hey.
How much?
It wasn't much. Gyanfera ng'emitwalo abiri awamangu egy'amangu. Naye engeri gye yanferamu nali sikikkiriza nti basobola okunfera.
Yakufera atya?
Yansanga naninga mu meeting. I had an important meeting at one of these restaurants in Kololo. Kati guy averi ku gate aja ne askari. Ni mu meeting aja, excuse me sir, I want to talk to you for a minute. I'm like, yo, just give me a minute, I'm in a meeting, just give me. I know it's very urgent, but nenga meeting je mundi very important. Nenga alina askari. Like, what the hell? And I'm sorry, let me see what's going on. Guy, ah man, ambadde wali emotoka yange bayakubye crank aba oil nezika mukubo bichi ningamba okay, sinkwatako kitya ndi mu bwangu jukira njagala kuddayo sinkwatirako wa kyogamba tonzijukira nze ndine bo wali owa gate ya black eriranye
Julio
kali nezijukira nti wama waliwo gate ya black siri bbiri actually eriranye on the right kali ngamba amazima sikujukira ndowooza ama this guy I sometimes be with neighbors.
No, you can't.
Just do your thing. But I know there's a bracket. And you see, the conman is really a psychological thing. Because I was in a rush to get back to my meeting, I wasn't really taking time to. So,
concentrate.
I even told the guy, I was like, but yo, the cash I have in right now, I want to clear my bills. I didn't move on with cash, or maybe mobile money. He says, First of all, he said he had mobile money, but his phones had blacked out. So he couldn't until he reached home and charges. But meanwhile, he's saying all that. I'm on pressure, guys are waiting for me at the meeting, which...
So you Olivoti.
Like, what about the Askari? Yes, Askari is the one I asked him about. Now, of course, guys check Ariam Polo, say, maybe I'm a meeting a manimba. So, Nemugamba, Katikuno, Ninako, just a mitwalo, Meka. Namugamba, Genako, mitwalo, Kumi. Maybe there's a mobile man. Nagamba, it's okay. Nagamba, Kati, little oil ya Meka. And the mitwalo, and lita about tano. There's a mitwalo, one sound. Nkali njako mtalo musanvu njazi kutera ku mobile money soon as gets nayo kumanya ndaba bafere naye biri tezijja kumala
Tukoleni.
I'm like, what the fuck? This guy was really even move money from my mobile money. Na yo kumejako. Okay, go. Let me get an askari neza mu meeting. Ngamba yemfu simu ziri ofogenda ku research. Ngamba kubisa ku simu ya askari. Neza mu meeting yange. Nembyera bya no byera bira. So
obuuko otya nti yabadde mu fere after nga wesewo banga ki?
Because I had given him the cash I had. And I'd sent him Olio askari now they sent the mobile money. So I only thought about it later after I was going to pay the bill. I told the guys I was going to pay with mobile money. Chinenjira nina balance telebichi.
Ngazikendedde.
Ngazikendedde naye nga chike yabada ino zikomyawo. Kati nenkubira ningamba nentumya bounce up atumani alete
askari.
Askari ngamba omusajja yangambye akumanyi nange ze simumanyi. How do you stand for someone who you don't know? Because you brought that guy. You are his. What do they call? Surety.
Yeah.
You are the guy that. But that's why it's quickly clicked. I didn't even bother that. I said it's okay, you go. I realized that Sky was hoodwinked. It was.
So that's the first time we were kufera.
First and only. It cannot happen again.
No. Never say never. You never know.
No, now I don't have the helping heart anymore because I've realized it. You just get taken advantage of.
So kuva kwolo todangamu wali oyambyeko omuntu nga si mufere.
Emirundi mingi nnyo. Maybe that's why I don't regret it. I would do it again because if you're not a person I know muntu oba toli muntu mulamu muntu ngo tasola kufera. You just walk and be like, what can you food bichi? Genda. You know, it can only work if you have empathy. And of course I empathize because I know buli omo avuge motka yali ekufudeko. So you know what it's like to be stuck with a car in a situation like that. So I felt sorry for him, but I was like, okay, if the guy is stuck, it was evening, traffic, what, you're stuck there in jams, that indicators, police is coming, what, guys are hooting. So I was like, okay man, let me hook him up. If it were me, I would want help.
Okay, your guy you realizing anti go TONIX nga kumanyi nti go TONIX.
Yes. Those are an advantage because of course I was like, okay, who's this guy? Where's he getting that guts okuja nambuza? Now of course a chasing your pretense your gambanti you get your black. But as it turned out, I was telling the story to one of my friends. Who happens to be a foreigner. Asibuko German, she's from German, something like that. Anyway, then kati ngabanyumiza story nagamba nange chantukako ate mu restaurant eyo yennyini. Naye nagenda describing a guy. Nga yomu yennyini. Ngamba guy ambala enkofira ya black ya round. Iringa ya balala ngamba. Wano bulevu buli ngamba. Same guy. Kati nemanyo yo kazanyo, okay? But you know, we live and we learn. So that's the only time. You can't give me some of the shit. Okay, tuli ku
extra digest mugoba nsonga. Tuli ne ALLAN TONIX. TONIX, njagala tutunulire briefly ALLAN TONIX yani bamuzalawa. Mama yani tata yani yakulirawa, yasomerawa.
Kati batata mubagaza acha bazadde ba.
Abantu babagala bafani ba. Babere bagala okuba
bakoleki.
Bagala kumanya.
Olumanya bakoleki.
Bagambe nti mutabani wa Guli.
Banzijeko. Ngene mulize music chechi bakwatako. Munatera okumuza chenalidde cheggulo.
Ngo babulira. Because oli role model. Omuntu agamba yalidde pizza. Yekola ku Monday.
Pizza byantama. I'm a fan of local food. Local food omanyite tojikowa. Like ebintu bya babitachi the name skips my mind. No, but these other foods we eat, simanyi, like fast foods and what?
Chips, chicken, blah blah blah.
You get tired of it. Naye ekinyebwa kyo nyama mu binyebwa, that boiled luombo, or I don't know, with your nice talking of kuliko gonja, or if you take it down western, you have your shawe, your kalo. That stuff, I like eating different stuff. from the north there's something waliwo chibakola nga bakmixinga mu chipoli nyama so I like that local cuisines. One, they're healthier. Two, you don't get tired of them.
Yeah.
They're not overspiced and not underspiced.
Yeah.
So katinga lwachi lwakuba olusire nti restaurant nyingi katosanga nga mu kibuga. You have to go out of your way to find it. Most of them are fast foods. Kati oli muntu atalina budde bwa kutuula wansi n'olya era weesanga nga fast food tusobola gyewala, but ideally I'm a fan of local food.
So Allan, TONIX bakuzaala wa? Where do you hail from?
First of all, banzaala ku Sunday.
Oh, like the other song, eh? Julio! No, I mean, nawulira akayimba ako nekansanyusa.
Mali no kasula. I was born in IBRAH. Yeah. I did most of my primary school there. And then Ngenda King's College for O-level.
Budo?
Yes. Then Ngenda Ntale School for A-level. Then Makerere University for my
degree.
Bachelor's of International Business. Then Nkola kone another course in Sciences Po University of France, which was more recent. Yeah.
But
education, yeah, is concerned. Now, of course, music here namutandika from way back. Like I think most artists have a passion and talent to sing and into. Tebachigwamu bugwimu mu myaka gyabo kulumbu kubanga banoonya.
Watandika okuyimba ng'olina emyaka emeka?
Andi kati ekyo kibuuzo tekiri it's sort of a simple question. Okuyimba professionally.
Okay,
let me give an example.
Yeah.
Nti like in high school, all of naimba como fellowship, you know, we used to have live band and stuff. I did some of that stuff where we used to do praise and worship and stuff. I did that kind of stuff. But I can also say my mom yanjigiriza okuzanya guitar nga ndi mu P7 back. You get.
Okay.
So
okugenda mu studio, okureleasinga your first single mu studio. Wali mu secondary, wali ku university, wali O-level,
Form 6. Form 6. Because the song was composed in Form 6 and recorded in the vacation time.
Of Senior 6?
Yes. Yeah. But of course, I'd been messing about with computer music for a while in my A-level, around curious because that's Chibala and all that. So when I took it going into my first experiences at a pro level with an A-list producer in a proper studio, I had a bit of experience of what it's like, what it's all about. Yeah, so yeah, I can say yeah. So according to the question, Choba was a professional.
Yeah.
So I would say yeah, that was around when I was 19 in my Form 6.
Okay. Kyali special about that song ekyaloleetera okuhitinga because it was a hit. Radios, TVs, everywhere. Balukuba.
I think it's because it was different. Kubanga when nakunyumizako one time into that song, people see that it hit, but to get it there, it was first rejected because it was different. It was rejected. They say it was too urban, it had English. They told us go and sing like Chameleon or some of the artists that have been there.
So, abali bakugamba bino ba presenters oba ba DJs?
Yes, ba PDs and what, playlist makers. And I'm like, no, this bafante baja chagala, we can play it. Go and sing something like Dorothea or something, you know. So they wanted the same thing. They didn't want something new, and this was something new. But the very reason that it was rejected is the exact reason it was received so well because it was new and fresh.
Okay. Regional tours za Pama Awards zina weza kuyambiramu?
Very much so.
How?
Well, because I remember with Twakola regional tours, I'd released my second song, Subiza.
Yep.
So it was, first of all, as a young, as an artist who was just gotten into, because I was thrust in the spotlight suddenly. One, you gain experience of performing for crowds.
Yeah.
It gives you the chance to gain experience because you perform here, big crowds. Two, media exposure was massive. Now, my follow-up song was already getting airplay. That was like the right platform and also networking, you know. So it was good for networking. It was good for people to put a face to the song. Those days, people weren't so keen on YouTube. Here, anyone can log to YouTube and get to know. Those days, it was a bit different. Yeah. You know? So it was very, actually, Palm Awards was one of those awards which had a lot of value. Because remember, those tours were sponsored. And even the performing, you were still given, it wasn't much, but still you were paid.
Baba Sasulanga?
Yes. It wasn't for free. You were facilitated and paid and given media access, contacts. You could network with other artists from other areas or even other artists who are, who were there before you. I mean, there was all the value you could ever want.
Okay. Tutunulire the first single, Baluita Bera Nange. Video ne audio bya kukostinga sente zali maker, if you remember roughly.
Audio yali amtwala 3.
Wow. Gumwe bile 3 na 3. From which studio?
Good enough.
That is AD and Pato Ngoni,
which was industry standard on the higher side at the time. Today that would be the equivalent of, say, because now the top producers now charge between, I don't know, okay, depending on your relationship with them, some are meal, some of course some have different prices for if you're a Ugandan artist or a foreign artist, like most businesses. Yeah. But ranging from a meal 1.5 or 500 to a meal, depending on the tutumo, I guess. How strong your brand is.
Ani video?
Bali bamuita Medi.
Medi Men's, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Video yali ya mitwalo. Wazanga mitwalo. Oba chinana, oba ana.
Sente zino wazijjawa?
Saving a pocket money.
Pocket money. Ayingire million.
No. Yeah, audio.
Anti million. Altogether. Video 300. Audio was 300. Video 800. You said 800. Not so?
I'm trying to remember well because, of course, I leveraged networks and contacts. A lot of the work, I think, was thanks to AD, because after that song, I might have paid for the song. After singing the song, I think he realized that we had something good, but we didn't really know how to what to do with it. Step
tewali ajirina. Because video mwashootingira wano ku Uganda
Communications House.
Uganda Telcom.
Yes.
UTL.
Yes. Another I think about it, the whole video was there.
Of course. Give me 5, brother. Give me 5. Muri wakabi.
But I remember that day we were shooting and then some security guys came in a car with sirens. A lot of things were, everyone in the video was like my friend from campus. Medimens was also AD's guy.
Video yali.
The location, we didn't have to pay for that location. Those guys who came to me.
Wayambala 3/4 ya jean ne white shirt.
Byali byakabi.
No kuba show, no kuba video. Negwa.
Save your video ochimanyi
Negwa hit.
Your video ochimanyi ku East Africa TV. Go Saga.
Channel 5.
Channel 5. Channel O. I mean, we got an MTV Mama nomination for that song.
Wow.
Listener's choice.
Omukyala oba omuwala oyo mwanyina fa our sister oyo aliwa ali kuchi
mwali mu Kampala. Yes, she's a lawyer. Yes, she's happily married and
akyabirimu ebyendongo.
In a way, yes. Of course, like I said, she's a lawyer, so after that she went, law school practice is very different. I mean, I was still going to university as well, but I had more flexibility than she did at law school, for example. So Yalita Sobola really cool kuchipasiyo. But right now she has an album, an Afro Soul album called Fredonia on iTunes, so you can check it out. Yeah, she's of course, as ever, very talented. We've periodically done some stuff together. Yankolera backup vocals on my song Tuchekole.
Oh.
And even on this new album, Awo, she did some work. She did some backup vocals on my song Situla, which features Shiba Karungi. Yeah, so if you listen carefully. Yeah, so we are not out of touch.
Muwuliziganya.
Tuwuliziganya. Yeah.
Okay, project eyo yali yakabi nnyo. Okyajjukiramu lines mu luyimbo olwo?
Project ki?
Olobera nange.
Ujjukiramu lines? You know,
nakola interview n'omuyimbi omu wano ne tutunulira project ye yasookera ddala.
Nga tokyagijjukira.
Lumulemu okuyimba.
Because first of all, a song you wrote yourself, by the time we hit studio, Manyika Ediali was like our teacher. Nga bolaba mu kung fu baina master Hong. Dikatiguba. Songa era gamba
Master Julio.
So ke mu demo rehearsing ebulungi. So we did a lot of rehearsal. So by the time you record the song,
tuwayo lines 2-3.
Lines zonna nzimanyi.
Ntuwayo 2-3. Feel free.
Njogere bwogezo banyimbe.
Biyimbe kubanga luli wayimba toyogera.
Anda muziza lyric. Zoko lyric. Yano zikuwanika mtu mwana gwe. Oli mwekyama. Buli lwe nkulaba.
Omutima gwange. Gudduka.
Emisinde. Kati wagala. Era nsaba okimanye baby.
Wotali.
Bera fa. Ebo nkwatako.
I know.
Tuzina.
I know.
Wano. Anyanzi ompangudde.
Bwekiri.
Nomala onkwata kuboti. Netwezina. Manya. Wampangula dda. Baby, sabo bere nange. Kubanga there's something about you, baby. There's something about you, girl.
I know. Ntumideko Idris Lukwago is your fan.
Big up Idris
Lukwago.
Much love and respect.
Yeah man. Oi. Ekyo kyokoze ye version gye bayita vocal. Eya vocals gye tubeereyo nga tuwulira nga bigambo byokka temulindongo.
Spoken word. Because version ya spoken word ngasi njogera bwogezi. Naolo manje mu chorus nemba wa acapella. Ati nga nyimba biyimbe.
I know. Okay, tuline ALLAN TONIX. Tutunulira career ya music, bulamu bwe, bitambula bitya and many other stuff. Tukola ne Roast Coffee Academy ku Alwada Mall Airport Road UAE Abu Dhabi batendeka ba baristas ne Kampala baguddewo itabi wane najja nankumbi ojjo kubangu basanga atenga bo aba Posh Properties Limited basaabaze mali from China to Mombasa bekwate buli kimu kitambule bulungi nnyo from China, Mombasa and then Kampala babayise ba Sankago Shipping Company bajja kusabalize mali bulungi nnyo buli kimu kitambule bulungi. Posh Properties bakuguza ennyumba enzimbire ddala bekwate buli kimu kitambule bulungi. TONIX oyina abaana bameka?
12.
12. Mu bamama bameka?
8.
Okitambuza otya?
Saga.
Lwaki osaaga?
Sebo kati obadde okibuze nga tugenze.
Of course.
Sajjatu. Sinafuka haji.
No, what okivuze bubi by the on a serious note?
Awana 12
12 by 8, what okivuze bubi?
But can you imagine that stress?
Hey.
8 women.
So ina bameka?
Na babiri.
Ina bana babiri. Bwa mama bameka?
Babiri.
Wow. So okibalancing otya?
Mungeri ki?
In terms of kubalaba, kubatwala out, because bino nti kubasomesa bice ebyo bisoboka naye wano okubalaba okubalancinga.
Well, I think ebintu ngebyo ne bolaba ne bodiringa n'abantu ababiri abo olaba nti byawukana. Things are easy or complicated depending on one's character.
Wow. You're right.
And one's values, and one's upbringing, and who the person is. So solar government, it's something that can be all the way easy or all the way difficult. Because you can have the very same situation with two different people and have very different experiences.
Yeah.
So it simply depends on the individuals.
Kibeera kitya okubeera taata? Owulira otya ng'oli taata? How do you feel?
Well, I guess no more. I guess I thought it would feel like, I don't know. Of course, before you think maybe you suddenly feel like your father Abraham or some shit, but
oh my God. Musajagwe. Wow.
But it's just normal. But like I said again, experience yo eja kusinzira ku muntu gwodiringa naye.
Handling atya akuyisiza atya omuyisiza otya.
Thank you. So like I said, even my situation, I have very different experiences with two different individuals. One in the past, at least at the beginning, was way more stressful than the other. Of course, people are just different in the way they think, their motives, the circumstances under which those particular kids were born. Different individuals with different agendas, with different ways of looking at things, and so it's not a one size fits all.
Abana bano ba myaka emeka?
Mwenda.
Omulala wa myaka emeka?
5.
Mulimu ali mu kutambulira mu kintu kyo ng'olaba ayinza okuyimba?
It's too early to say.
9, you never know. At 9?
At 9, I didn't know. I wasn't even thinking about it. At 15, I didn't know. I wasn't even thinking about it. Even at 16, I didn't know. I was just doing it because I loved it. Maybe at 16, I was a new mupira. But were you serious thinking that, okay, I want to be a professional? So, no. But you love soccer.
Yeah.
Other people can tell you, hey man, you guys, you're good. But you will not really be thinking. Exams, can't So
beginning of term.
That's the mindset.
End of term, mock.
So it's so hard for you to force it, especially katimu systems of third world, maybe things like that aren't nurtured. In some places potential is identified way early and nurtured quite early.
Thank you. Njagala tutunulire kino abantu bakiwulira beta bakiwulidde nti oyina abaana but this information is off social media toposting abaana bano toposting abamama baabwe kyama ki ekikirimu kabadi ki obala ki oba nze atabiraba naye nga wabiteekateekayo dda ku social media zo?
Why should I
don't know.
Exactly. I see no reason to. And I respect the privacy of the people involved.
Yeah.
Because I might be a public figure, but that doesn't mean that automatically are you okay being a public figure? So it is well within their rights to also be able to have a peaceful life we have to accept some of the negatives that come with being in the public eye. But why put that on someone who has no choice? Who is just there because you're there? Not that they want to be there, but just they're there because you're there. No. And it's better that way, for the kids to grow up in a normal environment. No.
So these two beautiful ladies, muri mu courtship kona alonda gogenda okuwasa?
Nedda.
Ate lwaki? Chichi, like chichi. Namunsekerera mwenna. Chichi.
Tekisoboka. Tekisoboka.
Olwaki tekisoboka? Garanti esooka baagiyita, exam esooka baagiyita.
No, bagigwa.
Bazaala. Yes.
In my opinion, I respect women who are forward thinking and not short sighted. Kati ate mbilibanya nti oluusi omwana yenna abakirabo
okuva eri Katonda.
Yes.
Nnyo.
But a lot of these situations are problematic. By the time you start seeing the chidabo, you've gone through a lot of ups and downs. So most of these situations are never the guy's choice.
Of course.
You know? And so anyone that can do that, there's no way in hell that I could, you know, take someone like that seriously in the long run. So we'll be cool with the co-parenting, we'll be cool with everything else, but me and you.
Hey, what does that mean?
It's so okay. You know?
All right. Lwaki abasajja abalabika obulungi tebawasa? Lwaki? Lwaki temuwasa?
Ani akugamba ekyo? Ani ekikugamba?
Example esooka nkulina wano. Wawasa sebo?
Okuwasa si Chinua Achebe has a book. It's titled I Will Marry When I Want.
I know.
You know? No, I believe
TONIX, because
that is one thing that you should never. That you should never. I believe when it's right, it's right. I believe when the time comes.
Yeah.
When it's right, it's right. But also maybe oba bafuna nnyo, should I say distractions or
gamba to see ba
man,
not them, gamba we, you inclusive.
Marriage is a very serious commitment for anyone, regardless. Si bobo kabata was banji walwaho until you're ready. But also I realize
you don't want to disappoint these beautiful girls out there who are running after you.
Well, the girls that always run after you are not necessarily the ones you would want to settle down with. You know? Is that saying, okay, if you're picky, maybe they are picky. That's why. It could be. They are so picky that they keep thinking they want something better. Maybe. So eventually they first be alone for long. Before deciding,
I know,
to say, okay, this is the one. But once they do, well, I believe, okay, much as they say marriage is complicated, I think sometimes it's about finding the right person. That person who will make you feel like it's not complicated, because it shouldn't be. It should not be hard. Although people tend to say that it is hard, full stop, you go in knowing it's hard. But I believe like if you are with the right person, it shouldn't be hard.
Church kusibye. Era church kuluisizao okuwasa.
Actually, it's one of those things chirowooza nako.
Tekiri mu birowoozo.
Like I never think about it. I'm thinking about many things, but that's not one of them.
Oba because
teri kimpaliriza.
Oba because kati wazaala oyina abaana olabanga.
Well, how will marriage change my life for the better in any way?
I don't know.
You're right. Maybe, like I said, when you bagamba lightning strikes. Sometimes you don't know what you need until you find it. You don't know what you want until you see it. So right now, I probably maybe haven't seen anyone who has made me think of that. So I'm gonna do my thing.
Extra digest mugoba nsonga. Tuline Allan TONIX. Wakuddamu ebibuuzo byammwe byonna in the shortest time possible. TONIX, what happened to the relationship you had with IRENE NTALE?
There's never been any relationship between me and IRENE NTALE, except friendship, of course.
So, who calls white blue, honestly?
This is Uganda.
Who calls Uganda Kenya?
This is Uganda.
Who can call you female when you're male? Ngakulaba. So who can say
Olaba transgender kati bajja ne bagamba me I'm they. We are in a time where the things that we Olaba tuli mu time to omuntu asobola okuwakanya ekintu ekiri obvious.
Banesa batonze sanyo.
Ati gobuza mu man and woman. You're joking.
TONIX.
People can do anything these days.
Honestly.
There are no rules.
Who can say the TONIX ayagala IRENE nga tetamwagala?
Kati kankubuuze.
Yes.
Who can speak for you about who you like? Nga nannyini kintu teyeyogedde naye gw'oli eyo bali eyo beefudde abamanyi nnyo ekifa mu bintu ebitabakwatako. Nti bw'obuuza IRENE ajja kuwa answer gye nkuwa.
No, osobola okukkaanya. Kati why? So
you'd rather entertain the possibility that twakkaanya than the possibility that we are being honest.
No. Musobola okukkaanya. Tulina abantu wano TONIX. Asobola oli message namugamba tugenda kukubira tukuteeke mu lawudi naye bwe nkuba tokwata. Nze tubina mukwano gwaffe tukola naye. He sends a message. Then he deletes it. Then you call.
Okay, let me be honest.
Because
if I was going to have
Toli Muganda, zinengero zimanyi, the proverbs, awali omuka tewabula muliro.
True.
Yes.
No.
Lwaki bakuteka kufina masanyalaze. Lwaki bakuteka ku Nanduja. Lwaki bakuteka ku Rachel Magola.
Maybe balabante banja mu vibe zaffe. Era banonye omuntu maybe gwe tubina mu vibe, sort of vibing, yeah?
Okay, vibe.
First of all,
yeah.
IRENE and I are friends, so we don't hang out as much lately. But like way back before lockdown, we used to hang out a lot. And we had a mutual friend, Ray.
Ray Kasenyanko.
Yeah, Ray Signature.
The writer. Yeah, Ray Signature.
And he has done a lot of work with IRENE and he's a very good friend of ours. And we used to hang out a lot. I believe in your room at Java. Nayenga, I remember even IRENE's boyfriend at the time was my friend. We'd hang out with him as well.
Nali mumanyi. So nakwemulugunyako.
Nane mulugunyako nze?
Yes.
I mean, no.
No. I'm being honest. Twali musenera park.
Olimba.
Wetuva ku kamera nongena mukubira.
No,
yes, I'm going to call him. Yes, you're not going to come loud.
Unless we knew different guys, but I don't know. But maybe someone can have insecurity, but based on nothing real. Someone can have insecurity.
Because you are star, younger sister. You know it.
But I'm not IRENE's type even. So
in terms of what?
Just type. I know her type, and it's not me.
Julia! TONIX. Ebibuuzo bino oli mukubiddamu. Mu ngeri endala. Abantu bajja kulowooza bulala.
Tell
people the truth.
But it's the truth.
You're Christian.
Yes.
The Bible says the truth
will set you free.
Let's do that.
And we have.
Actually, yeah, man.
I've never hooked up with any artist in Uganda.
Tunula mu camera wali.
It's a fact.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oba weerabidde?
No, I've never.
Are you sure?
I've never, ever.
Mu Uganda? So bonna beboogera baba balimba?
I've never hooked up with any artist in Uganda. An entertainer. Techiriyo. No.
Tuke mu kikuubo. How many?
Kikuubo. Simanyiyo bantu bangi eyo.
Manyiyo nga bameka?
Simanyiyo bantu n'abasajja. So
tugende ku universities.
Omusajja abadde ki?
TONIX.
Fena twagenda mu university. Kati ogamba nsi yonna. Suppose kati you're about to say what's your body count? Kyekisigadde.
Tutunulira gwe kati.
Vaako.
Ne mu university tolinyangayo? Tofunangayo girlfriend mu university?
Ate naliyo. Kati nalinza nti obutafunayo girlfriend nga naliyo.
I know.
Olaba.
Like how many?
Kati obadde
Like how many?
Enough.
For you, yes. As a man, as an African man.
That's what I say. Enough.
Like TONIX. TONIX, mu Kampala yonna. Kitundu ki ky'otannagendamu?
Mu ngeri ki?
In terms of gamba nti kati, for example, oli ayinza okugamba nti honestly mbadde mu Kampala, but I've never stepped in Kololo. I've never stepped in Muyenga.
Kauku.
Kauku.
You just hear of it, but I've never had a reason to go there. But anyway, in Kampala there are many places.
Have you been to the old park or new park?
Yeah, very many times. When I was still in high school, I used to go there all the time. Kwanga tugenda mu studio wa area taitu ali veyo mulagonga.
Use a taxi, yeah?
Use the taxi park, get another taxi that's going to Salama Road. Like that.
Have you been to Bwaise?
Yes.
Where exactly in Bwaise?
Yeah, those places where they sell like second-hand stuff. I just pass through. Because you pass through along Mupira Chibuye, going Chibuye side and stuff. Then the long over Entebbe. Those days before the bypass.
Have you been to where? Kosovo? Wali oliddeko Kosovo nti mwekiri mu Uganda?
Njimanyi. Naintera ogyogerako ne Livingston.
Yes. Osabira wa?
I'm a Protestant, Anglican.
Oh. TONIX, bw'otunuulira Uganda, n'otunuulira abavubuka, n'otunuulira ebyobufuzi ne social media, those four aspects, ng'obigase, what comes into your mind?
Abavubuka, ebyobufuzi, social media.
Ne Uganda, the youths, social media, and the politics. What comes into your mind when you combine the four?
If there's one thing they've yantama, it is politics. First of all, I want to say one statement to summarize my opinion about this whole political thing.
Yeah.
PLO Lumumba was recently giving a speech
in Munyonyo.
I think Mao was in attendance. And he said one of the most painful things in Ugandan politics is that you struggle so hard to convince people that ideas matter. In other words, it is not the person with the best ideas that will win the day. It's the one that can lie best, or can bribe best, or can. So what does that mean? What kind of leaders will we be getting? And I experienced that firsthand in these UMA elections.
It's a good one. It's a
so
good one.
I realized that what I saw in UMA translates everywhere. Good ideas, they don't listen to them, and that means that it will take a very long time for real good change to happen, because if people don't want to listen to ideas, people give ideas, they say, oh, you are luzungu lungi. Oyagala
Waluganda lungi, walulugwala lungi,
like I don't even understand. The question is, am I making sense? The idea, is it a good idea that can work for you well?
Leave alone my English
Leave
or
alone
whatever.
what language we are speaking. Are you going to vote on the basis of what language I've spoken or the content of what I've said? Are you going to vote on the basis of, those, okay. In other words, maybe our voters are emotional and not logical.
Maybe.
And the problem with that is that for effective change and the way the world runs, you need logic. Yes, you need to be emotionally intelligent, but you can't make decisions based on emotions. No, you need to think logically. What works, what doesn't. Not, I don't know, emotional saying, this one makes me feel a certain type of way. So emotional abantu ebyobufuzi ababigenda mu emotion. That's how I always give him as an example, because it's always shocking. That's how you get people like Katolu Wama who can openly say zinagenzeyo kulya. And they vote him. Yes. So when you wonder those voters, what are they thinking? Because obviously there's no way.
Idris Lukwago, I salute my brother out there.
There's no way a voter like that will vote someone who has ideas.
No.
If they can vote someone who says zinagenzeyo kulya kati munyongere n'okunyongere kati olumala okola kati namwe mujatandika okubalisa. Gwe olaba ebintu n'ogamba
nange ebintu bye yabyogera.
I saw the video myself. So I was like, I was shocked. I was like, togamba omuntu omufuzi asobola okubulira abantu ebintu nga bino. Nabo ne bamuwa obululu. Ate olumala ne beekalakasa ku street mu gavumenti ngayo ate abo be gavumenti. Abantu balowooza gavumenti kizimbe kiri awo wa
bebaffe abantu babulijjo. Tonix olonda. Wasembayo ddi okulonda bw'oba wali olonzeeko olonda.
Guno omulundi saalonda.
Lwaki?
That's why sometimes they say, if you want to have peace of mind, what politics was this on you? Because you see a lot of nonsense, and you see that people are so myopic, others are easily manipulated, others are, and then ultimately, what can really make a difference? Ultimately, so something has to fundamentally change. Era mukati mu system yaffe ya Uganda sirowooza nti waliwo omuntu omu gosobola okusongamu olugalo n'ogamba he's the one to blame. Ekyo kikafuuwe. Kubanga
ekintu kyonna kiri messed up.
Ebikolobero biri ku buli levels. Sinti ku waggulu
even in homes.
Even everywhere.
Yeah. So
tolina gw'onenya nti ono ye mubi ono ye no. Fenna twayonooneka system yayonooneka nti it will take an overhaul of unprecedented magnitude. And is it possible?
Inshallah kisoboka.
So kati kyokola genda n'okuba endongoyo n'oleka.
Tonix tugenda kubanga tumuleka tujja kwongera omunoonyaako. To the fans out there mubadde mumbuuza Tonix tumufunye tunyumiza naye byotategedde. Rewind the program, pause, rewind, stop, pause, don't forward. Just pause, rewind. Choba totegedde. Pause, rewind, stop.
Plus
To forwardinga. oba wabuuka ebintu ebimu. So Tonix, thank you so much for your time, my brother.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nja kubanga nkunoonyaako. The album Awo is out there, muginoonyeeko.
True.
To the fans abakuba amasimu ku radio ne TV, ask for his music. All radio stations in a music way. Zona, all regions. True. Central, East, South, North, West, zona. Kubasaba oluyimba. Genda ku YouTube ye. What is the name of your channel?
ALLAN TONIX. Just go on YouTube or typing it. ALLAN TONIX.
Subscribe.
ALLAN
streaming up music way. Uliriza, commenting, sharing. Tweyongereyo nga bannayuganda okutwaliza awamu. Nsigadde nze IBRAH Mukasa kulwa Extra Digest mugoba nsonga. Special greetings to Idris, Daniel, Keith and Tony. My main man Julio okuva mu APAM. I love you so much, my brother. Oli wakabi nnyo. That is association etwala bamanager b'abayimbi mu ggwanga Uganda. Julio, wonderful. Hey, what happened to the contract you had with this man, Paul? Before we go, what happened to the contract you had? Yakusaininga na kuteka over 350 million shillings.
Yes, take
Mundongo yo mukubeerawo okwo kulya kunywa branding ng'omuyimbi.
Daida. Anyway, you know me. I believe in action speaking louder than words.
Paul gwe twogerako is Owori Paul. Yesimbawo ebusiro. Bwe yesimbawo ate naye ng'ayimba, ate naye ng'amanaging abayimbi, ate nayagala abeere MP. Nze banange Uganda eno, banange Uganda eno, bwe mulabanga enywezeza mugisabe ente.
No.
Tonix, kyannema okutegeera. Your manager was a musician as well.
Not at the time.
Your manager wanted to be an MP, a legislator.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Which is very good. I supported him. Your manager, what really happened?
Well, I cannot speak for Paul. I can only speak for myself.
Naye akuteekamu emiliyoni 3 mwaga.
I wasn't in his accounts, so simanyi.
Gwe omukulawo ko yateekamu nga mmeka zojjukira. Be honest, you oli musajja you're Christian.
True.
Yes.
True.
God is watching us.
And that's why the Bible says that one of the most powerful tools we have is our tongue.
Yakuteekamu mmeka.
So you have to watch what you say. Because the tongue can build,
yakuteekamu
and
mmeka
can create, and it can destroy. So like I said, nalisi skebera account is ekulaba sente zate.
What happened to the contract you had?
Well, we had some misunderstandings that turned out to be irreconcilable.
Wow.
And that's that basically.
You moved on.
Yes.
Kati akasente ke yali ataddemu sofa ogenda kukola otya?
Eyo bimulekere. Kwatako.
Tala musajja gwe. Mubimulekere. Musajja gwe. Are you serious?
Hey.
Someone is balancing ali mu auditinga bitabo. Muogererako nti bimulekere. ALLAN TONIX, my good friend. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, bro. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. See you next time. Mubeere bulungi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.